Where do you think XRP and XLM and HBAR would be in January 2027 and January 2028? I mean, I've said publicly before that I think, toward the end of 2026 and into 2027, we could absolutely see a $10,000 XRP. And I think, at that point, we would likely have clarity passed, significant adoption, stable coins or tokenized deposits, adopted widely by institutions, merchant services, peer-to-peer payment providers, different platforms, Meta, all the social media networks likely have payment processing services. You might have a cash address, kind of like an email address that you're able to send payments from on those different rails. So that would be, January 27, 4 or 5 digits. But again, that's predicated on all of these things I'm talking about have played out at that point. They've kicked the can a lot longer than I thought they could. And, there's been some other things said that I felt very strongly about, obviously. So all of that still feels close at hand. And if that does play out early here in 2026, it's a high likelihood that, early 2027, we could see 4 or 5 digits for XRP. January 2028, it would kind of be predicated again on all of this stuff playing out and what happens in 27 for adoption. But I think we'll probably have derivatives starting to come online at that point. And really, mid 5-digit XRP is what would be required in order to be able to handle that volume and settlement, especially as we see the growth in the economy. So again, I know these numbers sound sky high and they're difficult to comprehend for people in that short of a period of time. Most people are used to, like Solana went from $9 to over $200 in about 9 months. So, that's a pretty exponential move for XRP to go from where it is today at $2 to $50,000 in a 24-month period. Seems unheard of. But again, there needs to be catalysts for that to happen. There's global macroeconomic events, there's supply shocks, there's implementation of tokenization of real-world assets at scale. And again, by the end of 2030, it's my prediction that 80% of the world will be on-chain.